Vocabulary in a special field is jargon. We are also going to be more prescriptive about what you focus on in your presentation. We are delighted to have Professor Robert to join our faculty. We are not going to accept the assignment after the due day on Friday. We are warning the clients that the rates are increasing. We divide our class into 2 groups. You come with me, the rest should stay here. We don't accept assignments submitted after the due day. We don't have enough evidence to draw conclusions. We don't teach in the same way as we used to. We like people to write a case study, describing an organization they know. We must put great care when analyzing data. We need to hand in our assignments by the end of the week. We offer a broad range of undergraduate and postgraduate courses. We provide a wide range of courses to undergraduate and postgraduate students. We will study the following 2 pictures in the next lecture. We would like a first draft of the assignment by Monday. We've decided to ask you to write 4 short pieces of written coursework this semester. We would like people to write a case study, describing an organization they know. What is the most effective way of interaction between teachers and students in class? When I was in school, I had many of the same problems you have now. When we think about communication, we think about interaction. Without doubt, his primary motive was economic growth. Would you pass me the book on the left-hand side? Would you prepare some PowerPoint slides with appropriate graphs? You are not allowed to submit your assignments after the due date next week. You are not permitted to take reference books out of the library. You can contact all your tutors by email. You can find a lot more information on the university website. You can find the student service desk located on the ground floor of the whole building. You should go to the reception to get your student card. You can have your laptop during the exam. You don't have to be on Professor Smith's course to attend this lecture. You must complete this chapter before going to the field trip. You must establish a day and a time with your tutor. You must read the supplementary materials, as the professor has a habit of asking questions from it. You must take 3 core and 2 elective courses in the semester. You need to finish the reporting of the chapter before going to the field trip. You need to write a proposal for your research. You should include your name and identification number in the application form. You should raise your concern with the head of school. You will be less stressed if you are well prepared for the exam. You will find the economics section on the 2nd floor of the library. Your enrollment information, results and fees will be available online. The college welcomes postgraduate students from all over the world. You need to finish all the reading chapters before the field trip. In this library, reserved collection books can be borrowed for up to 3 hours. Meteorology is a subject of Earth's atmosphere. 39.5% of Californian residents don't speak English in the home. A verdict is needed for the jurisdiction of the district. A verdict is required for the jurisdiction in the court. Due to the rising demand for the courses, the university should also increase their academic staff. In consultation with your supervisor, your thesis is approved by the faculty committee. Label the beakers and put them away. The application process is longer than expected. The chemistry exam results would be posted on the website. The grade will be deducted for submitting after the due date. The lecture on geology is postponed to another day. The office opens on Mondays and Thursdays. The university celebrated Earth Day by planting trees. I'm glad you got here safely. I used to have coffee with milk and 1 sugar. Students should take advantage of the online help system before approaching their lectures. He was constantly looking for ways to bring industry and agriculture together. A demonstrated ability to write clear, correct and concise English is bigotry. Globalization has been an overwhelming urban and urbanization phenomenon. I can't attend the lecture because I have a doctor appointment. As for me, it is a strategy to go to judicial review. The test selected materials from all chapters in this course this semester. The lecture tomorrow will discuss the educational policies in the United States. Students will not be given credits for assignments submitted after the due date. Basketball was created in 1891 by a physical educational instructor. There is a pharmacy on campus near the store. All students and staff have access to printers and scanners. There will be a guest lecturer visiting the psychology department next month. Newspapers across the country have been reporting stories of the president. Mary felt happy when she learned the results of the election. Fees, results, and schedules will be available online on the university website. I would like a cheese and tomato sandwich on white bread with orange juice. Vessels carry blood from the heart to other parts of the body. Answering this complex question with a simple yes or no is absolutely impossible. Most animals have triangular vocal cords, but the lion's mighty pipes are square. Spiritualism is defined as a system of belief or religious practice. Companies need to satisfy customers' needs if they want to be successful. If you want to receive the reimbursement, you must submit the original receipts. Student loans for higher education are now available for international students. I had a sandwich and milk for my breakfast. I always have 1 milk in my coffee in the morning. By clicking this button, you agree with the terms and conditions of this website. I think your watch is fast. You need to reset it. Research has found that there is no correlation between diet and intelligence. Please carefully study the framework and complete the survey. It is clear that little accurate documentation is in support of this claim. Hemoglobin carries oxygen from lungs to other parts of the body. Half of the marks in mathematics are allocated to the correct working. Arts are always connected with political events and ideas of society. Care needs to be taken for vulnerable groups during the periods of turmoil. Number the bricks and put them away before tomorrow. Colombia is a world-leading coffee exporter. Please explain what the author means by sustainability. She doesn't care about anything but what is honest and true. The leading scientists speculate that numerous planets could support life forms. Please pass the handouts along to the rest of the people in your row. You will be informed of the results by email. 39.5% of Californians didn't speak English at home. Conservation is the survival of future generation. I think it's really difficult for an Englishman to imitate a real American accent. If you have problems, please contact your tutor. Junk food's popularity relies on marketing. My biggest concern for the future is climate change. No crop responds more readily to careful husbandry and skillful cultivation. Our young people need education and more organized activities. The facts you have gone out with such infinite trouble were in failure to pinch. The topic for discussion is usually related to the topic for a speech. Will those happy days ever be forgotten by you? Words can't express how sad we are to hear your loss. Would you like to videotape our lecture? Assignments should be submitted to the department office before the deadline. In the 1830s, periodicals appeared in large numbers in America. Most printers in the computer lab are out of ink. Nearly half of the television outputs are given away for educational programs. Number the beakers and put them away before tomorrow. Organic food is growing without applying chemicals and no artificial additives. The application form must be submitted before the end of term. The bookstore is located on the main campus behind the library. The professor will be the last speaker this evening. The small Indian island is made up of forests and snowy valleys. The study of archaeology requires intensive international fieldwork. The timetable for the next term will be available next week. The United States has developed a coffee culture in recent years. The US ranks the 22nd in foreign aid, given it as a percentage of GDP. What distinguishes him from others is that he used black and white photography. The gap between rich and poor is not decreasing rapidly as expected. The student welfare officer can help students with different issues. All of our accommodations are within a walking distance to the academic buildings. We are required to submit the assignment before Friday. You can find the Student Service Center on Level 1 of Home Building. History is not a simple collection of dates and events. You can have student discount in many campus stores including the coffee house. Biographical information should be removed prior to the publication of results. Environmental friendliness is a new category in which campuses are competing. You should include your name and identity number in the registration form. The cafe will close soon, but you can still access the snack machine, which is running overnight. Eating too much will lead many health problems. Much of the evidence being used has only recently become available. The contest includes both the land living history and the human history. Being a vegan means not consuming any other animal meat. Please do not bring food into the classroom. Please make sure all works follow the department guidelines. To measure distance could take as much as 3 weeks. All students on engineering courses spent 1 year working on the wall experience. Higher fees make students think more critically about what universities can offer. It is good for the environment, and also good for your electricity bill. The office opens on Wednesday and Thursday. Talented people do special marketing. I'm glad that you've got it. Junk food's popularity relies on marketing. The doctor was not here today. Adults need to have more sleeping time. Cellular engineering strategies are highly desirable. Companies are aiming to earn the money, not to change the society. Students can share their lunch during the break around noon. Tom doesn't watch TV except on Saturdays. Tom suggested another plan to the committee. Children are not allowed in the chemical labs. Fish is for sport, meat is for surviving. He started his tutorial presentation right on time. His tone tonight was nothing short of jealousy. I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. It is acknowledged that his work is groundbreaking. Students can put their lectures on the website. The library is closed for Monday and Thursday. There is varying plagiarism across different university departments. Don't hesitate to email me if you have any questions. For writing bibliography, you need to use italic fonts. Good research presents many benefits to the real people. If you have a question, ask me by email. Moving up the class ladder also brings unexpected costs. She doesn't pay much attention to how she dresses. The chief economist has radical ideas for the economy. The college welcomes students from all over the world. The professor plans to discuss issues in the news that reflect concepts taught in class. We must not be discouraged by setbacks in life. You can get a student card at the reception. I would never feed my dog with commercial dog food. If you need help, maybe I can give a hand. I'm sorry, but I have a previous appointment tomorrow. Please go straight and turn left to reach the library. She glanced nervously around the brush and back at him. The way of looking at something depends on your situation. Would you please put the materials on the table? Your enrollment information, results and fees will be available online. Alex captured her hands and forced her to drop the potatoes. Does the government in your country help families that need help? In our university, students have the access to 13 college libraries. It is utmost important that you don't rely on translation online. It's important that humans dispose of their waste in appropriate ways. Remember to sign the attendance register before leaving the lecture hall. The flexibility is the key factor in this course this semester. The medical center is located near the supermarket on North Street. There is limited funding in this department to support qualified students.